The first reading this morning is from Joel 2, verses 23 through 32. Children of Sion, rejoice and be glad in the Lord your God, because God will give you the early rain as a sign of righteousness. God will pour down abundant rain for you, the early and the late rain, as before. The threshing floors will be full of grain. The vats will overflow with new wine and fresh oil. I will repay you for the years that the cutting locust, the swarming locusts, the hopping locust, and the devouring locust have eaten, my great army which I sent against you. You will eat abundantly and be satisfied, and you will praise the name of the Lord your God, who has done wonders for you. And my people will never again be put to shame. You will know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God. No other exists. Never again will my people be put to shame. After that, I will pour out my Spirit upon everyone. Your sons and your daughters will prophesy. Your old ones will dream dreams, and your young ones will see visions. In those days I will also pour out my Spirit even on those in servitude, women and men alike. I will give signs in the heavens and on earth, blood and fire and columns of smoke. The sun will be turned to dimness, and the moon to blood, before the great and the dreadful day of the Lord comes. But everyone who calls on the Lord's name will be saved. For on Mount Sion and in Jerusalem there will be security, as the Lord has promised. And in Jerusalem the Lord will summon those who survive. The second reading is from Luke 18, verses 9 through 14. Jesus told this parable to certain people who had convinced themselves that they were righteous and who looked on everyone else with disgust. Two people went up to the temple to pray. One was a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood and prayed about himself with these words: God, I thank you that I am not like everyone else, crooks, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give 1/10 of everything I receive. But the tax collector stood at a distance. He wouldn't even lift his eyes to look towards heaven. Rather, in real humility, he struck his chest and said, God, show mercy to me, a sinner. I tell you, this person went down to his home justified rather than the Pharisee. All who lift themselves up will be brought low, and those who humble themselves will be lifted up.